Good late Sunday evening. I'm certified meteorologist Nick Kelly on this Easter Sunday, April 21st of 2019. This time around, thankfully, we didn't have the Easter that we had to deal with last year. No wintry weather, no cloud cover, at least not a lot of it, no cold, no freezing drizzle, no sleet, because that's what we had to put up with last year. We enjoyed a nice day today, and hopefully you had a chance to enjoy it, because Mother Nature is starting to line up thunderstorm chances as we get the coming week ahead of us underway. Let's look back at our time-lapse from Indigo Sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri. A nice sunny start to the day. Then we saw the cloud cover gradually ramp up a little bit as we proceeded throughout the course of the afternoon and into this evening. Nothing underneath the clouds, so it was a nice and quiet, Easter Sunday this time around. Late on this Sunday night from 7th and Rangeline back at 11:10. Streets looking quiet, skies staying quiet, even with some passing cloud cover still looking pretty good from the east side of Joplin at 7th and Rangeline. A high of 83, not record-breaking. That record of 90 back in 63 remains intact, but definitely above normal for this time of the year. Nonetheless, it was a nice rebound after we started a bit on the chilly side with lows in the middle 50s this morning. Last check at Joplin Regional had a temperature of 70 degrees with the south breeze at 13. That is going to remain kind of up there, the breeze that is, which means everybody stays mild as we go throughout the course of the night. Most of us right around the 70-degree mark. A few spots like Iola, Milnette, and Cassville sneaking back into the upper 60s, and that's because of that south breeze, again, that will stay up there kind of throughout the course of the night. It was much stronger today. We had the wind speeds out of the south picking up at 15 to 25 in gusts, almost pushing near 40 miles per hour in spots. We've lost the wind gusts for the rest of the night, but that sustained wind speeds is now between 5 and 15 miles per hour. It's just enough with the passing cloud cover throughout the rest of the night to yield a mild start for our Monday morning. So for the commute back to work and school, maybe if that's a little bit too chilly for you, you can grab a light jacket just in case. But you can leave the rain gear behind, at least for the morning drive. We'll be starting out in the lower 60s before sunrise, and then we'll be proceeding back into the 70s as we get the afternoon ahead of us underway. The Skywatch Storm Tracker just stayed nice and quiet overall throughout the course of the day, even as cloud cover began to pick back up late this afternoon and into this evening especially. Nothing underneath the clouds here on the Skywatch Storm Tracker, but you don't have to venture too far to the north and west to see a good batch of thunderstorms that worked out of Colorado and rode right along the I-70 corridor throughout the course of the evening, crossing over northern parts of Kansas. At times, these storms have gone back and forth between being strong and severe. The main overall trend with this, though, remains the same. Those storms will not make it here. They'll stay closer to Kansas City and Topeka as we go throughout the overnight. Those storms, however, are hinting at our next storm system, this cold front in particular, just to our north and west. That is ready to work on in. And on top of that, we have that stronger upper low that I was watching out of the Pacific Northwest the other day. It's really starting to dig into the desert southwest. And as long as these two key players remain in the forecast for the next few days, if not the next several days, until we get this upper low out of here, it's going to be a slow track working across the southern parts of the U.S. That, in the main line, or bottom line rather, keeps rain and thunderstorm chances in place starting late tomorrow and as we head really into the middle of the week. Again, nothing to worry about tonight. Any thunderstorms stay to the north. We're still ahead of the cold front, so we keep that south breeze in place. A mild start to our Monday, with overnight lows dropping off into the lower 60s. And before the front tries to do anything funny going into Monday afternoon, most of us have a good southwest breeze in play at about, let's say, 10 to 20 with gusts near 30. And before any thunderstorms can try and get going ahead of the front, we're looking at a pretty quiet day overall. 61 to start, 69 by noon. We'll have afternoon highs around Joplin at 75, but most of us, I think, will be topping out in the mid-70s, maybe closer to 80 as we work closer to Tulsa. It's not until very late, Monday afternoon, after maybe 5 o'clock, and going into Monday evening. That's when enough moisture starts to pool right along the cold front, and just ahead of it too. And with enough lift and just a little bit of instability to work with, we could see some scattered thunderstorms fire up. It's not looking like a solid line, and maybe strong thunderstorms. It's really not screaming like a severe setup for me. The better shot for any severe weather will be out in central and western parts of Oklahoma. Think Oklahoma City Point south and west from there on. But those storms from the southwest, they want to be marching along the cold front that won't quite clear out as we head into Tuesday. So with that said, you need to have the rain gear handy because we will continue with the thunderstorm chances Monday night and going into your Tuesday morning. And it's very well possible we could be dealing with at least periods of on and off rain and thunderstorms as we proceed into your Tuesday. And again, we'll get a break in the action whenever we can get this persistent upper low to get on out of here. As long as it still stays to our south and west, we'll continue to see bursts of energy right along the jet stream, giving us chances for at least a few showers on Wednesday, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, and then maybe one more quick blast of the rain chances and even some thunderstorms as we head into Thursday. That finally scoots off to the east as we head into Friday. We'll keep things quiet for Friday before we see potentially a stronger system work in for the coming weekend. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. 75 tomorrow. Let's go mid-60s Tuesday. Actually, mid-60s and dropping throughout the day because we'll be spending most of the afternoon Tuesday in the upper 50s. Back to 67 on Wednesday, back near 70 Thursday. Quiet and mild Friday. And then we'll be warming up ahead of potentially a stronger storm system by the coming weekend. Have a good night. Have a great Monday.